And we are live. Hi, guys. Welcome to another session of In Conversation With. This is an ongoing Actor Prepares series where we speak to Actor Prepares alumni and find out about their journey and how they've managed to carve a place for themselves in the wonderful world of entertainment. Now, I'm going to take a look at all of your comments. Hello, everyone. People are sending a lot of love to you, Adnan. I hope you're reading all of this. You're going to be speaking to him very soon. Don't worry. I'm going to be making an effort to try and address all the questions and all the comments that you have. But whenever you guys are writing in, can you tell me where you're from so I can send you a shout out? That would be super cool. Okay. Now, speaking, of course, about the world of entertainment, guys, we all know what's happening right now in the world. It's a pretty sad bit of news that's coming our way every day. But there are particularly two pieces of sad news this week that have hit everyone in the world of entertainment very hard. Of course, I'm talking about Rishi sir and Irfan sir and their passing away. So, with that in mind, I would just like to request that everyone over here just say a short prayer, short silent prayer for these two beautiful souls. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who's joining in as well. Hello, people are calling in from Hitanshu from Hyderabad. Hi, Hitanshu. Rohit Sharma. Sumbal Kashif from South Africa. I'm sorry if I get the pronunciation of some of your names wrong, guys. I'm going to try my best over here. But of course, speaking about Irfan sir and Rishi sir, these we will remember them forever. We will never ever forget the contributions that they have made. But also, we're going to celebrate their lives and their work. Now, keeping that spirit in mind, Actor Prepares has teamed to get together with some of our alumni and come up with a small, short and sweet tribute video for Rishi sir to celebrate his work and his life, which I'm going to show you right now.
कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले, जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिन वाले, कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे तो हम मत वाले, जीने का रंगीन मौसम ये खूबसूरत जमाना,
जीने का रंगीन मौसम ये खूबसूरत जमाना, अपने यही चार पल है आगे है क्या किसने जाना, जीना जिसे आता है वो इनमें ही मौज मना ले,
कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले, जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले,
कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ
सोचे जो हम मत वाले, ये जिंदगी दर्द भी है, ये जिंदगी है दवा भी,
दिल तोड़ना ही न जाने, जाने ये दिल जोड़ना भी, इस जिंदगी का शुक्रिया सदके में ऊपर वाले, कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले, जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले,
कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ, सोचें जो हम मत वाले।
कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ, सोचे जो हम मत वाले।
What a story. What a legend. Thank you so much, Rishi sir and Irfan sir, for the great memories. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, guys. Hi again, Rakshita, Ella, Anna, Faisal, people from Hyderabad, as we said. By the way, my name is Advait. I'm an alumnus from Actor Prepares myself. I have shared some of the best and most amazing experiences of my life with Actor Prepares, and I'm about to add to them now as well. So I'm going to be taking over from Vinda for the sessions for this month. And with that in mind, now I want to tell you a little bit about our wonderful, wonderful guest today. Now, his is an amazing success story. People who come to the city from all over India, this guy has actually come from outside the country. And with absolutely nothing but his own dint of hard work and perseverance, he's made successes out of his failures and he's learned every step of the way. And today, he is an award winning television star. You know him as Kabir Ahmed from the super hit television show Ishq Subhan Allah. But of course, he is the one and only Adnan Khan. So, Adnan, say hello to your fans. I'm adding you to the stream right now. Hey, Adnan.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? How are you, my friend?
I'm good. It's so weird, bro. I was all ready. I was all peppy. I was all excited. Hearing you speak like that about me, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, no.
Yes. You have to pinch yourself. Dreams do come true, man.
You know how it's very weird because, yeah, okay. I don't know. I just get very awkward, man. The truth is, I get really awkward. So yeah, what's up?
I put you in quite a spot. But Ramadan Kareem, first of all, I hope that you're doing safe and you're doing fine. I hope that things are okay.
I love Ramadan. I love Ramadan because it's not because I was just, as a matter of fact, just 2 hours ago, I was sitting and thinking about what the month does for me. It's not about the food. It's not about being, I'm sorry, it's a wrong, I don't know for Islamic scholars if this might be wrong, but as a Muslim, for me, this month is all about practicing willpower. And when you succeed at that, no, it gives you a sense of, I don't know, just makes you feel like you can do things. You know, things that you didn't think were possible. If you can stay away from food, for me, I have a problem of, I'll share it with you, abusing. I abuse a lot. Not just in anger, but just in a way of speaking, I abuse a lot. So I'm trying to cut that out completely for this entire month. And if it works and I can take it forward in my life, I'm trying to refrain from being angry the whole day, not only during the time of fasting. So I think it's a very good month. And I feel very, I won't say pure because that's not possible, but I think I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel great. So thank you. Yeah, man. Ramadan's amazing for me.
And I mean, it's come at a very strange time, man, for everyone, for you also, I'm sure. It's a mentally as well as for some, it's even a physically testing time. So how are you coping up? I mean, how are you spending your time? What kind of space are you in mentally right now?
I shouldn't say this, bro. I shouldn't say this at all. But it's not mentally tough. I don't understand when people say they're getting. I do understand a little bit of the lack of social interactions between people. But how is it tough? Like, I'm sorry if you fit into one of those categories that have problem. If you're a daily wage worker, if you're depending on paycheck to paycheck, if you're in that category, I sympathize with you and I feel really bad for you. But if you're not, if you've got food, all right, I know there are bills, I know all of that stuff, but if you've got food in your house, if you're fine, your family members are all right, this is the vacation that everybody wanted. Yeah,
Hmm.
cut a few things out, like social interactions and not being able to step out. But I'm doing things that I never had the time for, and I'm loving it. I'm so addicted to these new things that I've picked up over the past 2-3 weeks that today's supposed to be my rest day, by the way, where I'm not supposed to work out. I'm not supposed to do any
Right.
creative work. I'm not supposed to write. I'm not supposed to. Basically, it's an off day. I'm supposed to do nothing today. And believe it or not, my mind is fighting my heart right now, saying, "What if you just, you know, don't write anything, but what if you just record your ideas and this thing? When it comes to my workout, I know your shoulders are tired, but what if? So like, I have so much to do, and I'm
Right.
loving it. So it's not tough for me. I'm thankful to God that my family's all right. I'm thankful. I'm really, really thankful to God that um, at this current situation, uh, it's not tough for me. It's not. That's the truth. I'm in a position of. Um, I'm in a not position of power, but I'm in a position where I can help people. So it's a really great time for me. The way I see it, the way I choose to look at it, I think it's a great time.
Man, this kind of positive attitude that you have, I swear, really inspiring. Like, okay, so for you guys, I actually know Adnan. He's a friend of mine. I've known him for a while now. And one thing I've always found about him is that no matter what you throw his way, like he will find a positive spin in it. Like, I have to give that to you, man. That's amazing. But so
It
you
takes
said that
time.
sorry.
Believe it or not, so recently this is a very good thing for any actors that are listening. Any somebody. So recently something happened. Now, see, actors. I'm sure you're aware, and I'm sure the rest of the world is also aware. Actors face rejection on a larger scale compared to the rest of the world because
Yeah.
we're trying so much, right? We give auditions almost every day. There's ads, there's movies, so we get rejected a lot. So rejection, you start getting used to it, right? But recently, something happened that something fell apart for me. Something that I've been working on for a very, very long time. It was a, it was something very close to my heart, very, very close to my heart, and it fell apart. And I went back to the circle of, not wanting to get out of bed. This is just about a week ago, or so. A week ago, 10 days ago, something I was Advait. I was really, really, really like. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, this project that I was working on, but I know comparatively how much I can give, and I know what I gave, and it fell
Yeah.
apart, right? So I went into that whole zone of depression, and I'm not going to say I was depressed because I'm not, but I started using it, and I got to the point eventually where I said I'm going to use this pain, and I'm going to make myself so focused, tunnel vision, because I don't want. There's nothing else now. There's no. Okay, I'm so sorry, man. I'm just so sorry. There's this weird thing I need to tell you, which again might be of help to anybody listening, to anybody.
Yeah.
I just moved from Dubai to Bombay. I was here for about 3-4 months, yeah. And I was away from my friends for those entire 4 months because I was staying in Mira Road, Divot and Andheri. I was just coming. I was settling down. Didn't know how things were. What is Mira Road? What is Andheri? No idea. I'm fresh from Dubai.
Like, it was a completely different world to you.
Yeah,
At
like I
that
had
point
no
in time.
idea what was Mira Road, what is Andheri, how is life here. And I stayed
Yeah.
for 1 month, and I then went and stayed with my mom in Mira Road. And it was really tough for me. Coming from Dubai, lack of water is not something that I've ever faced in my life, ever. Like, because I spent a major chunk of my life, and the part where I was growing up, my teenage years and crossing my teenage years, I was in Dubai, so I didn't face this lack of water. So the stuff like this, like mosquitoes in Dubai, is not a thing, right?
Yeah, it's just not.
It's not a thing. Like, I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. Like, it's so pretty hot, they fry outside, man. Mosquitoes will die. So when I
Yeah.
came in, these small things were there. They're not major problems, small problems, but they were problems nonetheless for me. So 3 months went by, I didn't meet any friends, and finally one day I got some money. I went out and I met a friend of mine. And if you think I'm positive, this guy is like the guy who's made my philosophy, my psychology in such a manner. So we sat down. Okay, now we met in Andheri. We sat down on a park. Very lovely situation, bro. We sat down on a park, and he's a good listener. So he's like, "Tell me, what's going on?" I started. I just, like Vicky, fuck, pardon me, sorry. Just, his name is Vicky. I'm like, Vicky this, Vicky that, and it's really tough. And the whole Shazam, and they're all true stories. They're facts. You know how tough it is for actors from outside. All of that. So he heard me patiently for an hour. 1 hour he let me say, didn't say a word. And then you know what he tells me? He's like, so I'm quiet, I'm looking at him like, okay, give me something, you know, like give me something to work with here. And he's like, so what now? I said, what do you mean, so what now? He said, no, I understand it's really bad, it's really tough, but what now? Now, in the instant he asked me this question, first of all, I said, screw you, you piece of shit. Then, yeah, man, I'm sitting, narrating something sad here. So then I take a step back and I'm like, I know what he's asking me. Like, he's asking me, okay, I know it hurts, I know it's painful, and I know it's really bad, and I know what you're going through is a lot, and I know all of that. But now what? Are you going to sit and mull over it? Okay. Or you can feel the pain because you're a human being, you're going to feel the pain, but you do your activities, you know what you got to do, right? And from that day onwards, trust me, this was when I just moved to Bombay. From that day onwards, I took that philosophy and I ran forward with it. And recently, coming back to the point, something happened that broke my heart completely. Like, it's good. I want to tell the world that I was in such a weird condition, bro. Like, I'd be praying, like I'm praying, yeah, and I'm normal, I'm fine. I'm praying, I'm like, you know, whatever I'm reciting and my duas and all that. And then randomly, I'll go into my last rakat or something and something will happen and I'll break down in between my prayer. Can you imagine, but I'm going forward and I continued praying. I didn't stop. Obviously, I broke down, I gathered myself and I continued. That's what I do with everything. So I'm using this pain of rejection, this pain of losing and all of that. And I'm just like,
analyzing it forward. Yeah.
I'm just taking it forward and I'm running with it. If you can make me hurt, I'm gonna hurt. Let's go. And yeah, I'm back to a very good schedule now. That's why I don't understand. I get it. People are complaining, social, and I get all of that, bro. But we've got so much time right now, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a great time to catch up on those things that you haven't had time to, or you've been putting off for a while, you know, because of other things that keep happening and stuff like that. But one thing I want to ask you is that, you know, so you spoke about how you were moving from Dubai to India and how, of course, like everybody, you know, a lot of people watching right now are in other cities. Like we've seen people from Hyderabad and Bangladesh even. So basically, people want to come to Bombay, but what they didn't, what, you know, I really want to stress on is that Dubai is a different world altogether. So how does Adnan, sitting in Dubai, having a very comfortable job, an HR job, very comfortable, happy life, decide to quit it all and take that risk to come to Mumbai in this entirely different world? Like, how did that happen for you?
I'm not very smart. Okay, I'm not one of those guys. I'm saying it. I'm not dumb either, but I'm not someone who plans something knowing everything. I'm someone who works a lot on feelings, right? I don't work much on, like, if I feel something, I'll do it. I spent 4 years in Dubai working first as a debt collector, someone who goes and when you don't pay up your bills, you know, for the people who don't know, a debt collector is someone who collects money from.
Sorry, Anna, I lost you there for a second.
Someone who तू मेरे को आके बोल के मेरे को भूख लग रही है, मैं तेरे को मेरा सैंडविच दे दूँ.
Yeah.
ज़्यादा preach नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but I feel bad when I see suffering. Yeah. So I did that for a couple of months because my family needed me to. Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Adnan? I think we've the video is frozen.
I can.
Just give me a second. I'm gonna remove you and add you back to the stream. Just give me a second. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna add Adnan back to the stream. Hello from Indonesia, Iwi Dahlia. Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you see me, Adnan?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I think there's probably some network issue right now. But please go on. I'll try and fix this. But please continue with your story, man. You were saying that you were a loan collector and you were working, and the general
Dubai.
feeling.
So sorry. Back to Dubai. And I did, that didn't work out for me because that wasn't me. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello? Then I took up another job, a very nice, well-paying, respectable job. I worked for my sister-in-law and my cousin sister. They were the MDs and managing partners of the firm, and I worked as a recruitment manager there for 3 years. Sorry, 3 years. Lovely job, good money, but something was not right.
Okay.
Just something was not right. I'm going to share something with you. My parents know, some of my family know. I used to drink in Dubai.
Okay.
I used to drink alcohol, which is haram in my religion. My parents are completely against it. It's looked down upon, it's frowned upon in my family. But why I'm sharing that with you right now is because I was not happy. I didn't know it at that time that I was drinking that way because of what. But I knew I wasn't happy, and I needed to reset my mind every weekend just so that I could face another week. And I just kept running ideas in my head saying, I need to do something creative. I don't know what it is. And I remember a lot of people in school used to tell me that I had a good voice and I can, host things and everything. So I tried to be a compere, an anchor, and all of that stuff. I got really close to Dubai. Zee travel show took me up to their final round which was as an anchor, which made me really happy. Like I remember, I was like, "Shit, man!" I was so nervous, and I was all of that. But anyways, yeah, that didn't work. Last minute, there was two, me and the girl. The girl got through. I didn't get through. I tried for this crazy thing, man. There's this channel called MBC2 in Dubai, where it's like, say, Doordarshan. Okay, how Doordarshan is for India. MBC is for UAE. Channel 2, it's called MBC2 and all of that. I don't know if they changed the name. And they gave out these ads for hosts. They're looking for hosts. And bro, I did everything without realizing. Like, I told you, I'm not very smart. I don't see a problem and I say, okay, let me find an angle through this. I knock until I get through.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a donkey theory that I'll tell you later. I have a donkey theory. So the what cheese try ki, I sent crazy emails to the heads. I got their email addresses. They would not take my CV. They would not take my photos. I tried everything. Nothing happened. I started writing ads in my head and just for myself for acts because I needed to do something creative. And all this is going on. I'm doing my job. I'm out partying every weekend. Not really happy. I'm not. I was doing crazy things. Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't a good person.
You're following this path that you started on, this thing that you had in mind that you wanted to do while still having that job and working the full time in Dubai. Yeah.
Because I wasn't happy. I just wasn't happy. My job was great. My boss is one of the best women I've ever worked for. Sorry, in terms of heroic women, she's up there. Like, amazing company, really good money, really good boss. But I wasn't happy. So I kept doing these things. I kept knocking on doors until one day I remember I was sitting in an arcade. I used to be a gamer, and I saw this movie called 7 Pounds. And I just saw it, and I was so moved that I finished it. I went out for a smoke. I used to smoke cigarettes back in the days. I don't anymore. So I went out and smoking, and two of my friends were sitting by my side. The first two people I ever just blurted it out just to see what people would say. I said, man, I just saw this movie by Will Smith, and I want to do what he does. What he did to me, I want to do to people. The way I felt, I want people to feel. And they're like, yeah, man, that's a good idea. And bro, believe me. If they might have said something else, made fun of me because I'm from Dubai. And friends are very... Dubai,
they have a huge part to play in your influence, man.
Yeah, and especially in Dubai, because I feel Dubai doesn't express their feelings a lot. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say it. I think in Dubai, the way we've been raised is very British. I've not been to Britain, but the way British people seem like very well said, very well spoken, very well mannered. But you will not see not real, but you'll not see what's inside. It's so well covered up because Dubai's made their society so beautiful, so good to look at. There's these rules all the time. You're following rules. Very lovely rules. But I felt the people there are not very... I've met...
Like, they don't wear their emotions on their sleeves the way we do in India over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So Dubai was very harsh that way. But my first two friends said, man, that's a great idea. And it just got the ball rolling, man. I said, yeah. I had no idea what acting is.
Hmm.
I had no idea what Will Smith had done. I had no idea what it takes to do what Will Smith does.
Hmm.
None of that. I just said I want to do this. कोई research
That was
नहीं,
your
कोई
moment,
कुछ
right?
नहीं. Nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like I was a movie buff. I used to like
Hmm.
movies, but nothing. So over the course of the year, the next month, sorry, I just went and told mom and dad. My dad used to be really cool. He said, "Okay, go for it. I can't support you financially because you know my financial condition right now is not allowing me to do so."
Hmm.
Mom said, "What the hell?" She thought it was a joke. She said, "Okay, go," because she thought I'd come back. She
Yeah.
thought I'd not last there. Same thing with my brother. Originally, he didn't think I'd stay here long enough. He think I'd come back. But yeah, I made the move, and yeah, I'm here. You want to know the weird thing is the realization of what a stupid, crazy idea this is hit me only. Imagine I did a whole year of saving up money. Like I got the
Hmm.
idea. I saved up an entire year. I worked. I supported my home, and I saved up for a whole year. All my friends talking. I'm doing little bit research, not really any crazy research, just a little bit. None of that. I'm very brave. I'm very like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. My friends are like, shit, he's doing it.
Hmm.
Sab kar liya. Airport. My visa gets cancelled. I used to
What?
be an NRI. Yeah. I used to be
Yeah.
an NRI, and the cancelled visa comes on that because I cancelled my visa
Oh.
when I
Right.
came here. So I became
Okay.
a very resident Indian, and cancel karke flight ka ticket mil gaya, and I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting next to McDonald's. I love McDonald's, bro. I love McDonald's. So I'm sitting next to McDonald's,
Hmm.
waiting for my flight. I'm at the boarding gate, and I looked at it and I said, "This is probably the last time I'm going to eat this for a while."
Hmm.
And then a tear came down, man. And it was so weird. The realization of what is about to happen hit me. I'm like, wait a second, man. You're leaving everything behind. I just said goodbye to my brother, not knowing when I'm going to see him again. I said
Yeah.
goodbye to my aunt. I said goodbye to all my friends, my life.
Hmm.
So it hit me. They're like, okay, bro, you kind of messed up here. You know, this is not what you didn't think this through. But
Yeah.
I've never thought
But that's
anything
when the
through.
whole change of that life, that everything, your entire reference, your entire world was going to change. That's when it kind of hit you.
Yeah.
The McDonald's burger.
Yeah, bro, McDonald's, man. I love McDonald's, man.
Yeah, I totally get that, dude. I totally get that.
I said
But like,
last time this is happening. So yeah.
yeah. But like, fast forward to today. I mean, it's been a while that you've been in India, and you have like, I'm just looking at the comments over here. People are sending you so much love from all across the world, man. Indonesia, and like everywhere in India as well. Bangladesh, like I said
Bro,
earlier.
have you been to Indonesia?
No, I've never been to Indonesia. I really want to go.
Sweetest goddamn people on the planet. There is something wrong with them. I am not lying to you. It's like they've. I swear
Ella
I'm not saying this
Asiki is
because I have
sending
a lot
you.
of fans there, but
Yeah.
I literally before I got fans, I went there just 3 months before I became famous in Indonesia. 3 months before
Hmm.
that, when I was nobody, I went there, and when I came back, I was like, these people are genuinely nice. They're not pretending.
Hmm.
And when I went there, when I became relatively known there, and yeah,
Hmm.
man, yeah. So sorry, just a shout out to all the Indonesian people. You guys are amazing. Anyone tuning in and supporting me and Advait, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes,
guys. Please
sorry.
keep the comments coming in. Also, dude, I wanted to ask you, like, I mean, you've had this big change, coming from Dubai over here, and you spoke about all the things that the way you've channelized, the way you've gone ahead, and even if there's some kind of rejection as an actor you face, you've used it, and today there's love coming to you, from all across the world. Touchwood. It's a how does that feel for you? Like, how does that change feel for you when you feel like the love of fans, when you feel like the love of people for the work that you do?
So I'll not
Hello.
lie. Superficially, okay, on the top, it feels okay. It feels
Yeah.
good. In
Hmm.
what sense? I'll tell you. My mom never thought I was doing any good work. Never.
Hmm.
I'm telling you truthfully. The first thing that she ever saw
Wow.
is one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life, where the first episode I had done in terms of acting, the first thing that work that she had seen, she sat
Hmm.
down, she finished it. It was an hour long, and she said, "What the hell is this? What is
Oh,
this stupid
wow.
thing that you're doing?"
Hmm.
And I didn't speak for 3 days, though I still remember that day. My mom's not very vocal about her feelings in terms of appreciation. She doesn't like the industry. She does not understand it. She does not understand it as a craft. She thinks it's film. A mindset, a traditional mindset.
Yeah, there's
So
this perception of how the world, this entire world of media and entertainment is in Bombay and how it works, right? So that you were basically battling that as well, as long and trying to make your way over here in your career.
you see, I've been very lucky. That's why I don't want to use words like battle. I think my friends, God, my brother, in those really, really dark times, these people did. So my battle was basically just being here and not leaving.
Right.
And I used to draw some moral support from them. But coming back to your point, bro, about how the love feels like, I'll really, really truthfully tell you, it's not what I came here for. So it doesn't fulfill me at that level. Yes, certain moments are amazing. Today my mom gets recognized in her mehfil when she goes to the mosque. We call it majlis.
Yeah.
And they start calling her Kabir's mom. So when she came back, she couldn't finish a sentence. She was kind of like proud, blushing. And she said, what they were calling me. And that was nice. That was great. Getting gifts. And I'm not meaning in terms of what kind of gifts. But for example, I'll tell you, bro, in one random interview, I said some long time ago, I said I don't use fluoride as a toothpaste. This is a random offshoot comment, right? And some fan came up to my set and she gave me non-fluoride toothpaste from the States. She gave me just 2 toothpaste packets. And I was like that felt really good.
Yeah.
So stuff like that feels really great. The love feels good. When I went to Indonesia and in front of me, there was like about maybe 500 people screaming. I swear to God, I swear I'm not lying. I turned to my co-star at that time and I said that, are they paid to do this? Like, is this just so that our show gets... She's like, no, they actually like our show and probably like us. I said, nobody's reacted to me this way, man. Like the way they're reacting to my presence. So some moments were great, really, really, really great. But the best moments have been for me is, man, just coming back home after a really, really tired day and knowing you created art on that day. The sleep you get is the best sleep on the planet, man. It's so... I'm 100% sure you know. I don't know how regular it is for you though, because you're an actor yourself. I don't know how regular it is for you. But sometimes when, bro, the universe aligns, right? When I mean the universe aligns, I mean the universe sends these people in your life who are somewhat on the same wavelength as you, and you get a chance to create something, right? Something that's truthful. True.
Yeah.
It's so true at that moment. Man, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like,
I'm feeling the same thing, man. Because that's the time when you create something that really reaches out and it touches people, and that's when you realize that this is why you do what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a feeling. It's an addiction. The truth, because I guess we lie so much in our lives. I don't know about you, but I lie a lot generally in life. So maybe speaking the truth unfiltered completely is a sense of power and freedom. Like, for example, now in real life, when you want to cry, recently I'm talking about, I had to go through this entire 10 days, bro. I was heartbroken, man. Like, I was really banking on this project. I was really, really banking. I had put on a lot of effort. So when it failed, I was heartbroken, and I'm controlling myself, right? But in front of the world, when I go to meet my mom, when I meet my aunt, when I meet my watchman, when I go out, strong face, nothing, right? But inside, you're going through hell. But in those truthful moments, the one you're talking about is the one where there is no filter, there is nothing. If somehow we get that beat right, if that heartbeat right of the scene, I love it, man. For me, that's the kick,
that absolutely takes the cake, man. But one thing I really missed, one thing I really appreciated after I left, after I graduated from Actor Prepares, of course, was it was the one place where you did not have to have, when you were there, at least there was no, like, for everyone there doing the diploma course we were doing, I don't know which, I think you were in a few batches before me.
Just the batch before.
Yeah. So nobody, in the beginning, everybody came, of course, and we were wearing our facades that we wear in day-to-day lives. But towards the end of it, that entirely evaporated, and we had like explored so much that only after coming out of it, I realized, damn, I miss that feeling. I miss being in that space, again. And that was one of the most touching things, actually.
So well said. It was such a lovely thing for you to notice. The reason is, I'll tell you what. So I had, when I joined my batch, there were 2 friends I made. By all, if you look at the statistics, if you look at all the statistics and all the matches, they should have been my best friends till now.
Yeah.
They spoke English as fluently as me, which was a problem in actor prepares. They spoke English as fluently as me. They were from a similar cultural background as me. The mentality was somewhat like mine. But believe it or not, as you said, by the end of the course, my 2 best friends from that batch became people I had nothing, absolutely nothing in common with. By all rights and reasons, I shouldn't be hanging out with these boys. I have nothing in common with them. They can barely speak English. One of them can't speak English properly. One can somewhat. Culturally, they're not from the same place as I am. None of that. But because by the end of the journey in actor prepares, we realized who wants what.
Right.
All the things had been stripped apart. Your culture had been stripped apart because you're doing scenes as a villager, a gaon wala crazy. So all of that got taken away, and in the end, what was remaining was, what do you want to do, right? And the 3 of us had very similar this thing. We wanted to act. Different reasons, but we all 3 wanted to act, and yeah, till today they're my best friends. So it's so weird that you said that. Such a good thing.
Wow, that's a really amazing thing, because when you share that space with someone, then it really, like, that kind of becomes a bond that lasts a very long time. You guys have shared a moment, you guys have shared something at that point in time, and man. But what's your tell me like one of the funny stories you had at Actor Prepares? I mean, 3 months you would have had a ton, I'm sure.
Fun, I don't know what you call, what would you regard as fun, but for me, fun would be it was a little bit weird towards the end, because the main time when the plays were happening and everything was supposed to happen, my dad passed away, unfortunately. And I had to leave. I came back and I did the play because my mom said you need a distraction. It took a very big toll on me, so I needed to distract myself. But one of the best moments, fun for me, was 2 of them, and both came with OP sir. If you remember OP sir.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Om Prakash sir.
Bro, at that time I didn't. At least now I can relatively speak at ease in Hindi, right? But when I just come down, bullshit, man, I could not speak Hindi to save my life. The Ishq ma'am, the Hindi teacher that we had, the lingual
diction
teachers that we had, diction. She used to think that I'm messing about, and pardon me, I'm sorry, I have a habit. Guys, do not abuse. Do not abuse. This is Ramadan. This is me controlling my willpower. So she used to make fun of me, saying that not fun. She used to think that I'm messing about. Like, how can your mom be an Urdu teacher? Yeah, my mom was an Urdu teacher. How can you be a Muslim? Because we have very good dialect. It's easier to us how to speak in certain Urdu words.
The nukta. Did you also have this nukta thing going on? Like, the nukta was it became a nightmare for me, man.
I can imagine, bro. I can so imagine, because I get stuck today in stuff like dal and dal, and dal, stuff like that. You know, like, I just say it fluently, and I get stuck in that. But for me, it was easier because I've been saying it. But yeah, so I was at that stage. But OP sir, what he had done, man, I don't know if it was magical or what. But 2 exercises with him for me were the most fun acting exercises. One was where he gives me a certain thing, a certain character, a small instance. Says, go out, collect your thoughts, come back in. You have no props, okay, none. But I want you to mime everything and show us where you're coming from, who you are, and what you've done. And I was very close. My class got it, and it was a very and it was a very brilliant feeling. I don't know how I did it, but it worked. And then he gave us this method acting class we did for 15 days, where he gave us a photo on the first day of class.
We had the same one,
And by the 15th day, I messed up with my preparation for it. I didn't understand. This is so cool. If there are any actors out there listening, if any of you had this problem. So, bro, he gave me the photo, right? He gave me this photo of this guy. And he took me on this journey to get there. Now, this guy is a non-native English speaker. You can see it. By the 15th day, there was a moment in time when for 5 minutes, I was just fluently speaking a way that I had never spoken before. And it was all thanks to OP sir, this journey he had taken me on of building this character. But I messed up in trying to get it so bad, trying to do well and get it right so bad that I started using Adnan's memories as well. Now, the minute Adnan's memories came into that character's memories, there was a split, and I started becoming Adnan. I was achieving real emotions and everything, but I was becoming Adnan, not that character. So I messed up in that a little bit, but that was so magical that he could make me speak that way. Like
That's amazing.
really
That's an
doing something
experience. Like, that's a really cool experience.
Yeah, fun. I'm sorry, man. This is so weird, but
No, but I know what you mean. This is ultimately like the most rewarding part of why we do what we do, right? We live for these special moments, of course, amongst like several other things, but these special moments really make it rewarding.
No, but I'm going to tell you something. When you said about fun, Vrinda, I'm saying it right, Vrinda.
Vrinda, yeah.
Vrinda, send me. She said, send me your photos. We need to send it out, right? So I sent her 3 photos, my best photos. And she tells me an hour later, she's like, can you send me any one which you're smiling in? And I laughed. Yeah. So much. I laughed. I said, ha ha ha. And I went back into my in my gallery, bro. I had to go back a year and a half.
Oh damn!
Not because I'm depressed. I'm not an unhappy person. I'm really happy. Like I find my happiness in different things, but I generally don't have many fun stories like that. And since I moved here, it's always been work, and I love my work so much. It's fun for me, so yeah, but that reminded me, man, shit.
But like, so tell me one thing. I know you for a while. Like, I know Adnan, and then I watch Kabir Ahmed on screen, who is like in a lot of ways similar, but in a lot of ways very very different. Like, I don't know if this is maybe a side to you that I've never seen before. But so how do you go about making that journey? And you've been doing it for a while now, man. I mean, you do it so often. So how does that work for you?
2 years every day, 12 hours. It's almost like I'm more Kabir than I'm Adnan. That's why now I'm finding it hard to be with Adnan. It's a little awkward, and I'm just realizing that Adnan's fun as well. Adnan's been carrying me this whole time. But yeah, man, I'll tell you something truthfully. Kabir is, in terms of differentiating from myself, is one of the hardest characters I've ever done. Maybe because I've been doing it for so long, and it comes so easily to me, and his movements and his philosophy and his psychology have become so trained in my head that, believe it or not, halfway through the show, after I won my first award, I felt I didn't deserve it, because I felt I wasn't really doing anything. This is as close to Adnan as it gets. And some days I would come back home feeling depressed that maybe this was Adnan in that scene. It wasn't even Kabir.
Right.
So
right.
I've had a problem. I'm sharing the truth with you. I've had a very big problem as an actor with Kabir, differentiating between him and me. Truthfully, you can ask. There's a character I did which just got released. There was a show we were doing for Sub TV. Didn't release. We did 40 episodes. Now it came recently on Hotstar. It's called Khade Teri Raah Mein. Bro, in that I play a nerd. Now that is something really, really far away from me. His hair is completely like pura chapta and chashma, and he looks like that. Long kurtas, all of that. So very far away from me. Most fun I've ever had. Apart from the fact that it was comedy, but it was so easy to differentiate his psychology and mine. Kabir was a little tough, man, at times. For me, it was very weird. Like I come back as an actor thinking, like, am I being truthful to the character today, or is it so ingrained in me now that I don't need to think anymore? Like it's so weird. I found it really difficult. I can't answer that question, bro. Honestly, sorry.
But like, tell me about like your award. Like the winning an award. I know that this is a dream of like a lot of people. Who act. It's like I have a confession to make. Before even getting a single assignment, before even like I had done a few plays and all before, but I already had my award acceptance speech ready. Like एक दिन मैं ये करूँगा, मैं ये जीतूँगा, मैं ये speech दूँगा. Thank you, mom. Thank you, everyone. Like I'm sure this is a confession of mine. This
nice. I know.
What was it like for you?
We all do it. I had mine. The best one I did was I had a best Oscar speech. So believe it or not, I've kept my goal of inshallah one day being a regular actor at Cannes and one day winning an Oscar. The reason I've set these goals so high, is because I don't want to stop anywhere in between. I didn't want to stop at winning an award in television. I didn't want to stop at winning a National Filmfare Award. I wanted to set the bar so high that if I spend my entire life achieving it, and if I fail at the end, it's all right because I'm trying. But that's what I want. That's my end game. So I've kept that as an award speech. But I'll tell you something, bro. I've won 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I won 5. I broke one by mistake. It fell down by mistake from my hand. Shit. Yeah, man. First day, my first award, bro. I got 3 on the first day. The first award function I got 3. I'm walking like this, and that time I used to travel by rickshaw. I didn't have a car. So I'm walking like this, and they had me stop the rickshaw, grabbing from the top. I turned like this. One of them. First award, bro. I know it's not doesn't mean anything, but let me tell you, man. Because it's television, and I've done more scenes bad than I have done deserving an award. I don't think I deserve those awards. I've done more bad than good, I feel, personally, in the show. You know, because you're doing 6 scenes a day, every single day. And sometimes all 6 scenes are emotional. There was a track I remember I did in the show where my wife dies. And for 4 days, for 4 episodes, I'm under the influence that she's dead. So, bro, every scene was very emotional. Was literally very emotional. And I've set a bar for myself where I don't want to use glycerin. Not because I can cry automatically. There are many times I fail. But I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see what happens. I wanted to see that the day I get an Oscar-winning movie to do, I have my skills honed, you know. So I do it. So for 4 days, I went through this phase where every single scene I would just keep trying to be real. And this thing, bro, my psychology was so messed up by the end of those 4 days. But that's those 4 days. I won, I feel, at those 4 days. But then lack of motivation.
But that also must have been so rewarding, man, for you, because I know how hard you chase these moments, and it must have been really rewarding for you.
In terms of that feeling, bro, there's nothing better. It's an addiction. I think it's worse than heroin or crack. When I see documentaries, I think the way inside I need and what all I do for that feeling is like a bloody addict, man. Like, I love that feeling of just being so truthful in that moment. And that doesn't mean that by far, and I'm sure you know this, it doesn't mean, bro, crying. It means being truthful. If in that scene, just not crying and not doing anything, just feeling is the truth, then that's the truth. And that is the feeling that I'm chasing. I'm not chasing the, like, I'm not chasing the wow, kya roya, you know, wow, kya gussa hua, and wow, that is, no. I learned this the hard way that maybe you have done a brilliant job in emoting, but the truth, that feeling, is the truth. And in that moment, you have to be truthful. So there's nothing more rewarding than that. But those were 4 days, bro. So this award should be, like, in my head, I should get it for something that I feel that collectively I've done a decent job. I don't think so in Ishq Subhan Allah I've done. I know I've worked hard. I know I've given it my heart and soul. I've done all of that, but I know there's more to give in terms of my skill and my craft. So I don't deserve it.
I'm sure, dude. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're working the way you do and with the positivity that you have, I mean, you're an inspiration, man. And okay, so there's one question that I really want you to answer. Okay, think about this. What is, like, everyone? I don't know if you think about it the same way, but everybody has, like, a dream role. Everybody has that one thing that they want to do. You spoke about, okay, you want to set the bar really high. So what's your dream like? What is that ultimate step, that aim that you have, that I want to be there? What's that like for you?
So in terms of acting, purely as an actor, it's, I want to do a film like Will Smith, but not in terms of genre, not in terms of how well it does, but man, that effect that guy had on me.
Yeah.
As an actor, that entire movie, bro, he does something incredible in that, you know. I want to, like, I want to do that. Like, I want to make people feel. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you cry. I want you to forget your life with a few minutes, hours, or whatever, you know. As an actor, I want to do that. Roles, I don't have any in mind. I'm one of the weirdest actors in the world, bro. I get very scared when I get a script. I get very, very scared. So instead of thinking how great this scene is or how amazing it is, the first thing in my stupid head that comes is that, how am I going to do this? The minute I get so annoyed, man. I'm trying to figure out a way how to stop doing that and understand what I've got in front of me is good material. It's great. So as an actor, I'm still very underdeveloped. I don't know. I just know what my end game is. I want to make people feel. As a writer, I'm writing as well. I write a lot. I write every day. And I've been on this beautiful journey of writing a script. I've written a total of 2 complete feature films. Third one's in the works, but I've left it for now because I feel I need to be a little more mature. So this one script I've been working on for 6 years. Today it's reached a point where... So bro, I wrote it first to just get a role. I just wrote it. I got that Sylvester Stallone idea. I saw a movie on fighting.
Rocky, of course.
I knew about Sylvester Stallone, and I said, let me try. Let me try everything I can to get into everything, not just my acting. Let me try. So I started writing because I could write, and I left it. I finished the script. I'm going to show you something. Just hold up. No.
One second. I think there's a problem with the video, man. You're freezing up, actually. Okay, yeah, I can see you. Yeah, please.
Wait, just give me 1 second. I need to show you. I want to find something and show you something really incredible. Just hold on.
Yeah, cool. I want to take a look at your goal number 1 for Adnan, get better at it when network. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know we're having a little bit of trouble over here with the connection, but I hope that you guys are enjoying the talk right now. A lot of comments in from Indonesia for you, Adnan. Right, so we're just waiting on Adnan. What do you guys think he's going to pull out, by the way?
I found it. My house is in a complete mess. You can't see any more of the house, no?
Huh? No. I can't see you.
Okay, because the house is in a complete mess. I found something. So, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, I found the wrong one, man. Shit. I'm so sorry, bro. Just give me 1 more second, no, please?
Yeah. Cool.
I found the wrong one. Sorry.
Guessing what you're going to pull out, by the way. Surprise. Yeah, let's see. Adnan, you're severely being missed on this chat, by the way, from Morocco as well. Hi, Salman from Kolkata. Also from Palestine. Wow. Sadia Khan from Germany. Hello.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're back? Good.
Bro, I have literally destroyed my house trying to find this. Okay, so get this, yeah. I found an old one for some reason. I don't know why I have hers. But basically, so when I got this idea, I just finished Actor Prepares and I just finished Actor Prepares. The whole dad thing happened and I was really down and low. And mom said, you know what, just take 1 month. Don't do anything right now. Go get your leg fixed. I had an torn ACL for the past 3 years, which I never fixed. So it had got to a point where I couldn't dance anymore because the minute I turned, my leg pops. So I said, okay, that's a good idea. I'll get a break. I got my ACL fixed and I'm sitting and watching a movie. My friend comes to see me and it's a movie based on fighting, yeah? And I was just watching it. I was telling my friend, I was like, why can't Bollywood make shit like this, man? This is not a big budget movie. It's not an amazing Oscar-winning movie. It's a decent movie, but it kept me hooked all the way through. It's got its cinema liberty parts of where this cinema liberty is visible to people and all of that. All those stuff. But he's like, man, quit complaining. If you want to just write something yourself. And he said it as a friendly way, whatever. And I said, you know what? Fuck you, man. I'm going to write myself. And let me just see whatever comes. If it works, it works. And bro, I started 3 days later working on my first ever feature film again after all these years on this book.
Adnan, we can't, 1 second. I can't, your video is frozen up, so I can't see the book. But just hold it up there. Hold it up there. It's a bit of a connection thing. But I will come back to this, Adnan. But before, so we're running out of time over here, and I have quickly time for one last question that I'm going to ask. So for all the people watching, we've had people coming in, and a lot of comments in Indonesian. I'm sorry, I don't understand the language, but from all over the world, like everywhere on earth. What is one thing that you want to say to your fans and the people sending you love from everywhere right now?
I don't want to say anything to fans. I don't want to say anything to anybody sending me anything right now. The only thing I have to tell the world right now, which I was actually thinking about yesterday, just telling people is anything is possible, man. Guys, if you have... I'm going through something right now which is taking a lot out of me, but I'm still marching on. I'm still soldiering on. So I'm going to tell you guys that if there is something in your heart, if there is something that you want to do, don't let anything stop you. No matter what it is, man. I don't give a shit what your dream is. It could be the weirdest, best thing on the planet. It could just leave even a dream. It could just be a positive change in your life. You can do it. Just get it done. Guys. Sorry, this is not anything for my fans. I just felt people need to hear this right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially people who want to act, but anyone, anywhere, like
anyone
whatever.
And everyone, I feel just do it, man. Concentrate on the positives. Don't linger over the negatives. And good piece of advice. This is my new mantra for the past few days. Don't ask why. Don't ask why something is happening to you. The fact that it's happening it's happening. Don't waste your energy thinking why it happened. Figure out ways to deal with it. That's it. That's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah,
why not?
Message.
That's my.
That's another thing. Why not? Yeah.
Why? Yeah. But anyway, Adnan, it has been super interesting talking to you, and I wish we had more time to cover like a whole lot of things, because you are an inspiration, dude. You are like the embodiment of a success story that the kind that we want to cover in this series and show that.
You're very awkward. Thank you, but yeah.
I'm going to make you as awkward as I can before I say bye. Don't worry. But thank you, man. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll speak to you soon. And take care, man. See you.
See you, brother. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Okay, guys. So that was a fun chat with Adnan. I hope... I'm sorry that we had like network issues and everything, but I hope that it won't be like that going forward. Either way, thank you so much for tuning in with all your questions, all your blessings, all your love. I hope that this talk has given you, something to think about. And definitely, like, one message that resonates very strongly after this talk, at least that Adnan has left me with, is that anything is possible, right? As he said in the end, like, it's possible if you're inspired, if you believe in yourself, and if you put in the hard work to chase your dreams and take the steps that are required to do it, you can do it. And obviously now I'm going to plug an Actor Prepares online course, so get ready for it, because there is the first step that you can take. Even if you're not aspiring to be an actor per se, we have people who just do the course and discover new things about their personality, develop skills over time, discover sides to themselves. It's a very therapeutic experience as well. So I would say take the step, log on to www.actorprepares.net, find out about our online course, learn from the best professionals in the industry, and take that step towards a positive change today. Remember to follow us on our social media channels, YouTube, Facebook Live, as well as Instagram. As always, this is Advait Kotari, and stay strong, stay safe, stay happy, and keep smiling. Cheers.